Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
The controversy trailing the approval for the construction of a 5.1 billion naira international conference center in Asaba by the Delta State government.
With 1 year left in his 8-year administration in Delta State, Governor Okowa continues to award contracts for the construction of projects across the state. This is in spite of the fact that there are several uncompleted projects scattered across Delta State. On Thursday, the 19th of May 2022, Governor Okowa announced the construction of an international conference center in Asaba, the Delta State capital, at a cost of 5.1 billion naira. According to the Delta State Commissioner for Information, Charles Aniagu, the conference center project, which will be completed in the next 12 months, will be quite different from the Dome Event Center in Asaba, also built by the Delta State government.
Today we approved the construction of an international conference center, and that international conference center is estimated to cost us 5.1 billion naira. The not too distant time, we will have an international conference center where conferences and the likes will be held. Of course, you may want to ask, what about the event center? The event center is also in use for a whole lot of other activities, but you know it's not built for conferences. So the international conference center will be another attraction that will bring so many persons, international members of the international community, to converge on Asaba for the purpose of holding conferences.
Niger Delta activist Comrade Sharif Mulade disagrees with the state government and says the conference center project is a white elephant project designed not for the betterment of Delta State but for pecuniary benefits.
We already have 2 conference centers in Asaba. What are the economic value of those projects? International Conference Center in Asaba will not do anything. It's an elephant political project. There is no road in this state. There is no industry in this state. There is no single infrastructure.
In his own reaction to the conference center project, Deputy Senate President and APC governorship candidate for Delta State, Senator Oviomo Agege, says the project is senseless and the state government should rather use the funds earmarked for the project to offset outstanding pension arrears.
We are not happy that while we have all of these obligations neglected to our pensioners and people who have given their best years, the government is spending 5.1 billion naira in the erection or construction of a new convention edifice. We don't think that this makes sense in any way. See, there's so much infrastructural decadence in this state in the past how many years?
Information Commissioner Charles Aniagu says Governor Okowa has already approved a mobilization fee of 35% to be paid to the contractor.
And to enable us to fast track that process, ESCO has approved that 35% mobilization fee be made available so that the contractor will not end up saying he's going to look for funds.
While querying the 35% mobilization fee for the contract, Comrade Sharif Mulade wondered if the mobilization fee is in line with the state's Public Procurement Act.
Well, we are shocked, but we are not surprised because it has a political undertone. The government will go ahead to approve 35% of taxpayers' resources of the state to a contractor unknown to the people. This is an election era. Government at this level are all creating elephant projects possible to fund elections, and which is bad in our politics.
To ensure probity in government, former Governor Emmanuel Uduagha of Delta State in 2008 introduced the Delta State Public Procurement Commission law, which stipulates, among other things, in Section 37 that a mobilization fee of not more than 15% of contract sum may be paid to a contractor. However, upon assumption of office, Governor Okowa has amended the law twice, with the last amendment on the 7th of May 2020. This amendment in Section 41 now empowers Governor Okowa, in conjunction with the State Procurement Council, to pay any amount they consider appropriate as mobilization fee. In other words, Governor Okowa and the Council can approve 100% mobilization fee and it will be legal. Frank Tete, a legal practitioner, blames the Delta State House of Assembly under the leadership of Right Honorable Sharif Oborewori for what he describes as an unhealthy collusion between the state legislature and Governor Okowa.
When it was in the time of Governor Dwaga, he made a law that all contractors be paid a maximum of 15% mobilization fee so that there will be responsible delivery of the contracts. Governor Okowa came, amended that law, and to say that, look, it is whatever the council decides that it will pay as mobilization. So it can decide to pay 30%, 35%, 50%, and even 100% as mobilization fee, so long as the contract has been approved by the council and by the governor. Let us not forget that we are not aware that there is something called kickback. Let us not forget that we're not aware that there are people who are cronies who simply represent these people who run government. They are representatives. They are cronies. These contracts simply belong to them. And so this amendment is simply to just empower themselves, enrich themselves, generate a contract, approve it, and then decide whatever mobilization fee to pay. That is criminal. Yet this happened as if people were not in Delta. This happened as if we did not have members of the House of Assembly watching what was going on. Look at the way they are using it to fund elections, to the detriment of the development and the interest of the state.
As Governor Okowa goes ahead with the conference center project, most Deltans are asking him to shelve it and instead use the approved sum of 5.1 billion naira for the completion of other ongoing projects in the state.
Inside the Niger Delta,